On the off chance that you're the one person still doing online quizzes, current, at time of recording, President Donald J. Trump is the first American president since Dwight D. Eisenhower to not have an Eon Bond movie come out during his time in office. Technically, 007's screen debut was a 1954 television adaptation of Casino Royale starring American Barry Nelson, so that fell under Ike's watch, but it doesn't count as it's A, virtually unwatchable, B, not an Eon production, C, released for TV so it doesn't count, and D, I'll get to it at some point, but you can include it if you want to be wrong. Now, No Time to Die, the final outing for Daniel Craig's thoroughly mediocre Bond, was meant to be the only time that the orange one and the tuxedoed one would meet, but because of the beer bug, No Time to Die was pushed back and then pushed back again to April the 2nd of 2021, where it is meant to be released and stop allegedly costing the people who made it
$1 million.
A month interest on the loans that were taken out in order to fund the thing. And that's been the situation until I log onto my Twitter and see that Bond will probably be getting moved for the third time to an as yet unconfirmed but probably November 2021 release date. Now, I've been wondering if something like this was going to happen for a while. After all, a lot of refreshed marketing materials for No Time to Die have simply stated 2021 rather than April 2021, indicating the studio was unsure of how realistic April was from the day that they announced it. And sadly, there are many reasons why I believe this is more a matter of when rather than if the announcement comes. Firstly, no one wants to be the first film out of the gate when blockbusters return to cinemas because the first film out of the gate is going to bomb, as not every cinema is going to be open. Up to half of UK cinemas might still be closed by April. Not every cinema that's open is going to be able to be full, and different areas around the world are under curfew, which is going to limit late night screenings. There's also the fact that, according to Variety, the movie's financial backers are wary of being the first blockbuster out of the gate because its core audience skews older, a demographic that's been more reluctant to go to movies during the pandemic, which makes sense, I guess. Once the old-timers see that not every young person that goes to see quippy CGI superhero number 42357 falls down dead within days, they might be tempted to go to see No Time to Die, but that will take time, and being first out of the gate means, by definition, there is no time. And unlike the House of Mouse or Paramount, MGM doesn't have other big films to fall back on. If Bond bombs, and every day it's not in cinemas, it's going to need to sell more tickets to make a profit, then the future of MGM might be in doubt. Not Eon though, the people that actually own James Bond, they're fine. And no matter what happens with this film, James Bond will return. It just might take him a while. Sadly though, a November release date would put No Time to Die up against Mission Impossible 7, a very similar film which might well cause a lot of people to simply shrug and pick the more consistently entertaining Mission Impossible franchise over the somewhat patchy recent Bond films. Plus there's the fact that these soulless suits might simply shrug, eat a few more $1 million of interest, and release the final Daniel Craig Bond film in the year of our Jennifer Lawrence 2022, aka the 60th anniversary year for the cinematic 007. Although these are the people who somehow missed releasing a film in the year of our Jennifer Lawrence to 007, so I'm not exactly full of hope here. So yeah, that's where we are. There's roughly a 0% chance of this film going to streaming, as the price of the film is way too high and the people at Eon would rather burn the studio down anyway. If it goes for an April release date, it could crash and burn and derail the franchise for years, or it could be released in November up against a much more popular spy franchise, or it could sit tight for another year and release at the earliest Feb 2022. 4 doors. No good option, but what do you think should happen? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel, it's been Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe.